In the name of God the Almighty, I will deliver today a warning from heavens to the American continent in general. That means North America and South America, both of them, but more specifically the United States of America. You must take my words seriously because it's based on visions and it's also based on the numbers related to this continent and to the country called the United States of America. First of all, we have to understand what the nature of the divine is. God supports those who are not arrogant and those who are peaceful and those who are not greedy. There is always in their wealth enough for those who are less wealthy. Based on that, God doesn't care if you trust in Him or not, because that's the emblem of the United States of America. In God we trust. This is not an issue and it's not God's problem. What God cares about is that if He can trust you or not. So this is the question. And I am saying this while I'm really heartbroken because I have many good friends who are American, and I have I always liked many writers who lived in the United States of America, but unfortunately the wise people, it seems to be a very minority there. But first of all, before I start to focus only on the United States of America, I want to say what's going on with the entire continent first. The entire continent is mainly religious people, and the people in the middle of the Americas and the South Americas are mainly Catholics, and they believe in lots of mumbo jumbo things. However, they fall for the 7 sins. They don't observe the 10 commandments, and they are the birth, for example, nowadays they are safe haven for many things that are destructive to society and to humanity in general, such as drugs and pornography and many other things. And Canada knows that it was the first country that produced the first pornographic film. Now, we have to understand that God acts against those who spread bloodshed and corruption. If you look now at the COVID-19 numbers, you have 3 American countries in the top 5. You have the United States of America first with 293,557 deaths. Second, Brazil, 178,184 deaths. Fourth, Mexico, 110,874 deaths. And then the rest comes in the almost all of them in the top 30. You have Argentina, number 11th, 40,009 deaths. Then rank 12, Colombia, 38,158 deaths. 13, Peru, 36,401 deaths. Number 19, Chile, 15,690 deaths. 22, Ecuador, 13,794 deaths. 23, Canada, 12,867 deaths. 28, Bolivia, 9,002 deaths. So as you can see, the almost all the main countries of the two Americas are in the top 30 of the most with the highest death rate from COVID-19. And I'm here to tell you that this virus is not going to end soon, and there will be other viruses coming towards you. Heavens are very angry, and unfortunately, when I saw the numbers, I cannot but admit that God knows best what's going on. So let us talk about the United States of America, the most corrupt country in the world today, and the most country that's spreading bloodshed and waging wars. And it's not something new. This country, United States of America, is 244 years old. The first half of them, they spent it killing each other in the Civil War. And the second half of them, they spent them killing other people in foreign nations worldwide during two world wars and other world wars they launched themselves, like in Vietnam, like Iraq, and many other places they got involved in, with or without any reason. Then you have today of COVID-19 at least 15.5 million infections and nearly 500,000 deaths. And this is not going to stop anytime soon, and there will be more pandemic and more hurricanes and more natural disasters coming your way. I'm telling you this because one of my sessions of elevation, I was taken and to hover above the United States of America, and I have seen the three faces of your last presidents, Joe Biden, the coming one, and then Barack Obama, and the previous one, Barack Obama and Donald Trump. They are all involved, and they all will be having blood on their hands. So I saw only darkness above you. Unfortunately, as I said, I have many good friends who are Americans, but unfortunately, wise people there are very small minority. The population of the United States of America is 75% religious, 25% non-religious and atheist. The religious are mainly Christians, over 95%. Also, most of the Christians there are Protestant, but who cares? As I said, these people are going to be punished severely by heavens. God is very angry, and your time has come. The judgment of the heavens is coming towards you in all shapes and forms. You might get a couple of good years still, but that's the maximum you could get. Hardly some four more years that you could still feel you are in control. I'm not going to tell numbers because no one can, count how many deaths worldwide you caused with your army. Millions of people. You dropped the nuclear bombs on Japan. God said maybe you dropped the nuclear bombs and that ended the World War II. He said you might get wiser later on. You started in Vietnam. You started an intelligence war and Cold War with the Soviet Union. During that war, you manipulated many people and make them mean in order to get into your web of lies and deceit. And then, after the falls of the Soviet Union, you became the major power worldwide. God said again, maybe you will repent and rule the world with some kind of justice, but you didn't stop. You created terrorism, and then you started fighting it, and you don't care where you are going to hit, inside your country, outside your country. You want to see bloodshed every year. That's what has been going on with the country called the United States of America since its Independence Day. 244 years of bloodshed, and to not mention, as I said, corruption. Yes, you called yourself free world, but the freedom must come with wisdom and must come with responsibility. You you went too far. There is no way back for you. You are going to be punished severely, and the world will watch you crumbling down. Watch my words. I'm telling you, if you really want to repent and still save what you can save of your country, you must dissolve your army and destroy your arsenals. That's the first major step that you could take, and everything would be possible later on. Because, as I said, you are a country with many crazy people going in and outside. Uh, Freedom doesn't suit the greedy, doesn't suit the criminal. You are a nation of criminals. I'm sorry, because as I said, I have many good friends who are really wise, and they are not criminal and they are good, but they know themselves they are not. They are very small minority inside their country. They can protest, they can try to change things as much as they can, but as I said, they are maybe 50 million at best inside a nation of 350 millions or something. So uh, the vast majority are acting irresponsibly, very selfishly, very greedy. The capitalism is, a very bad way to rule world, any kind of world. That's why you are going to be a very short-lived country, 244 years, and that's it for you. The coming 4 years are decisive. If you do something, as I said, maybe you could get a chance to change your way and fix them. But the vision I had confirmed to me that you are doomed. So I don't know what kind of natural disasters other than the pandemics are going your way, but I'm telling you, uh, the heavens are very angry. So many natural disasters will come to the American continent in general, but the United States, it will be the most hit. And of course, there will be other countries worldwide that will be punished. They are corrupt also, they are committing crimes, but you are the first to be punished. That is God's decision. He will start with you and let the world watch who's in charge. So, you have been arrogant for too long, and you had no rights to do many things you have done, and that's now the judgment. God will settle the score with you, and the entire continent, as I said, there are plenty of corruption, and in Brazil and Mexico, and overcrowded population. People are not using their minds. Plenty of drugs, gangs, and pornography, and especially between Argentina and California. And I have lived or I visited for a couple of months many states, and I saw mainly California with the Hollywood, blah blah blah, and all these lies and deceit. You show culture of sometimes of wisdom, but there's nothing in there for reality. I have seen in the main cities of California, like San Francisco and Los Angeles, uh, the big gap between the population living there. You have plenty of people on the street, sleeping in the street, homeless people. They have not enough money even to eat for every 24 hours. And then you have luxurious houses and unlimited casinos and all these things for the wealthy. So you are a crazy country. You are a country where nobody cares about anybody else. Very selfish people. I don't generalize, of course, but this is a majority. And the wise people there who still live there know what I'm talking about. Freedom must come with responsibility and wisdom, otherwise it's destructive, and that's what's coming your way. You have abused the power you have been given, you have abused the freedom you have been given, so you are going to get punished. I'm as I said earlier in the video, I'm not someone who has ill feelings toward the United States of America specifically, but and I am a big fan of some of the writers and some of the movie makers, but in the end, the truth is the truth. The criminals are the criminals, and God's judgment is coming. As I said, I don't know how big it will be, but it will be, the end for you as a country. I don't know how it's going to happen. Is it a civil war? Is it natural disasters? Is it more pandemics? We will see things unfolding. Uh, so this is it. I hope people take seriously my words because, as I said, I'm not someone who wish bad things on anyone, but I had seen first vision in 2012 that with Joe Biden as the last president of your country, and that was in 2012. He was vice president back then, and then in 2006 he wasn't candidate even. So it was a very early indication from God that what things will go. And then lately, last week, I saw another vision with dark skies above your country, and the faces of your last three presidents, that they are all criminals. So there is no God doesn't play games. I saw these visions very clearly, so I am very certain that something big is coming to hit you. As I said, I don't know what is it specifically, but you are going into your last decade, definitely. And of course, it's not only the United States of America that will be hit with this, but also other countries in the American continent. So the entire American continent is under God's anger at the moment, and things will start getting worse from the 21st of this month. Uh, Things will unfold. I have some indication that you could get some 3 or 4 good years when Joe Biden comes to power, and that's it. The first couple of years, and that's it. But later on, as I said, I don't know exactly how things will unfold, how fast will be the rate of events happening, but I told you what you should do if you still could get a chance to appease God. As I said, you have to dissolve your army, destroy your arsenals or something to show God that you are serious and repenting. Otherwise, uh, you are gonna get judged severely. As I said, you know the numbers. You lived for 244 years as a nation. The first half you had been killing each other in the civil war, and the second half you have been killing people in foreign nations, waging wars worldwide, and you didn't stop not even 1 year from causing bloodshed and corruption. So how are you going to appease God? I don't know, other than, as I said, finish your military existence completely and even erase the weapons that exist even among your own population. So this is it from me today. I hope whoever listen carefully. It's not something personal against the United States of America. I'm telling you a vision from God. You are free to believe it. You are not free, of course, not to believe it, but things will happen. That's it from me. Bye for now.